problem? Well, you need somebody over 18 to watch this movie. Like, but our mom bought the ticket. She's like right there. Like, what the hell?
Hmm.
So she argues with him for a little bit and whatnot. So she's like, all right, guys, let's go see if we can get our money back and whatnot. Um, we leave for a minute. Like the guy that was taking the tickets, he fucked off somewhere else. Somebody else was replacing him. She's like, you know what? Let's try something. She goes up. She gives the tickets to the guy. She's like, all right, you guys go have fun. All right, I'll pick you up later. And we just walked right in. We're just like, fuck yeah, dude. So
Nice.
that was kind of cool.
That is
Uh,
cool. So you
uh,
did eventually get to see it.
yeah, we did eventually get to see it. We were just like, okay.
Nice.
Didn't really think highly or lowly of it. It was just like, all right, that kind of killed like 2 hours.
Was it your first exposure to Halloween,
Um,
or had you seen
I think that I'm at least aware
things
of
before that?
because like my parents never really like brought us up on like real like horror movies, so to speak. Just because my
Hmm.
mom would always tell the story of my dad was working late one night. She decides to put on a fucking a movie, and she puts on the original Halloween. Um, she's like, next thing you know, movie's over. Your dad's walking in the door. She's like, there I am in the dining room, just with a large like chef's knife, just going like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like she was terrified,
Oh my God.
and like, oh, it gets even better. So years later, we go to that Chiller convention that we went to at one time,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and the dude that played Mike Myers in the first movie was there, like signing autographs, getting pictures and whatnot. And I was like, "Fucking a, let's face your fucking fear, right? Let's go get a picture with the guy." She's like, "No, no, no, absolutely not. No, 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 no." She's like, she's literally fighting me on this.
Oh my God.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, mom, come on.
You know he's not actually Mike Myers,
Yeah,
right?
he's not actually going to kill you. It's just a guy who put on a fucking William Shatner mask.
It's a rubber poop monster.
Yeah, fucking rubber poop monster. um, so number two, right?
That was my number two. Yeah. So
Okay.
now you're number two.
Yeah.
Number two.
Yeah. That's a big one. Um, so for number two for me, and keep in mind, everybody, like these are in no particular order. This is just shooting off the top of our heads, pretty much.
Yeah.
Number two for me, Jaws. Like
Nice. Oh
easily,
yeah, I didn't even. Yeah.
easily Jaws, man. Just like that movie terrified me, like pretty much for life, in the fact of like I don't want to go in the fucking ocean. Like, I don't like. Yeah, I know what's out in the ocean. Like, is a shark gonna come and get me in a few inches of water? Like, no, but I'm not taking that fucking chance.
Seriously,
Like, fuck that.
this beach is pretty nice. Thank you very
No,
much.
and keep in mind too, like that kind of like kick started my love for sharks, and like I actually kind of wanted to study sharks, when I grew up into an adult, and good thing that happened. Um,
Yeah.
but it's like the more you look at it, like the more like fucking terrifying these things can be almost.
They really are. Yeah.
Like you see a great white just like jump out of the fucking water with the fucking like the massive jaws with a fucking seal in its mouth, and like Jesus Christ, like that is insane.
Yeah. Especially because like seals are not particularly small.
Yeah,
Like,
and
yeah, that's impressive as hell.
just like the fact of like you watch Shark Week and they're just like the bull shark and is able to survive in salt water and fresh water. I'm like, well, I'm fucked either way then, aren't I? Like,
That's why Andy doesn't go in pools. No, I'm kidding. There could be a shark in there, man. It could be fresh water or salt water.
so he's like, dude, the chlorine would kill the shark. Like, fucking prove it.
Dude, it's a pool.
Fucking prove it. Get a shark. Prove to me the chlorine will fucking kill that thing, and then maybe I'll stick a toe in there. But yeah, like Jaws was definitely like that thing that kind of kickstarted my interest when I was a kid, and it still kind of goes to this day. Like I still watch Shark Week when I can, and man, I think like overall, I think it's a great movie, and not only that, like a little fun fact, like that was the first like movie to be considered a summer blockbuster. It broke over $100 million.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
little fun fact for you, dude.
The more you know.
So number one for you?
Number one for me, The Shining. Now, Stephen King probably hates that. He hates that flick, but you can't deny that it's a great horror movie. It's such a psychological fuck with you masterpiece in my mind.
So here's what I gotta ask before you kind of go into a little bit more depth here. So he hates that movie that's revered as like, oh my god, this is one of the best like psychological horror movies of all time.
Hmm.
You never hear him say shit about fucking what was it, Sleepwalkers?
I never saw Sleepwalkers, but he made that fucking TV version of The Shining, which was horrible,
Yeah,
and he probably thinks that's better than the Stanley Kubrick version.
yeah. I mean, dude, like after this
I mean,
podcast, go watch fucking Sleepwalkers and tell me that that's not a fucking horror like a horrible Stephen King movie. Like
I'll have to check it out.
like it's one of those movies like yeah, it's bad, it's entertainingly bad, but it's just like, dude, if you if you prefer this over the fucking Shining, like fuck you. Like I can't be kind about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, like, how many? There's so many classic moments in The Shining, and it's so like embedded in pop culture. Here's Johnny and shit like that. Obviously, you ripped that from Johnny Carson, but still, like, a lot of people nowadays, if they hear "Here's Johnny," they're probably thinking more Shining than they are Johnny Carson.
No, yeah, but like
So,
fucking red rum.
yeah. Or the tricycle thing. You see a tricycle riding down a hallway
Yeah,
somewhere.
like
That's
come
The
play
Shining,
with
man.
us. Like Jesus
Yeah, the
Christ.
twins.
Yeah,
Yeah, they must be corrected.
yeah. I mean, just like don't get me wrong. Yeah, I dig that movie. It's definitely not in my my top 10, I would even say, but I mean, it's still a damn good movie at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I am a little ashamed to have not included things like, Jaws and The Thing and some other really like awesome horror movies, but it's hard when you only got to pick five.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, we didn't make this harder on ourselves by saying, "Well, no, this has to be in order."
Yeah, or like top three or something. I'd be like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
No, number one for me, like I have another tie, and I'll explain in a minute. But the tie for me is the first Friday the 13th movie
Hmm.
and House of a Thousand Corpses.
Interesting. See,
Yes,
what came after House of a Thousand Corpses?
Devil's Rejects.
I liked that one better than I liked House of a Thousand Corpses
Right,
personally.
but it was yeah, what was it? Yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and then Three from Hell came after that.
Never saw Three from Hell, but I do want to because
It's
it looked pretty good.
it's actually pretty interesting. I actually saw that in the theater. They had one of those like events where they show it like 3 nights in a row or something like that.
Like
And
the Fathom event or
yeah, the
something?
Fathom event. That's what I couldn't think of. But there was one night they were like giving away a poster if you bought a ticket for the show. Like I went on the night where they showed Devil's Rejects before that, and then they showed Three from Hell.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm like, all right, this is kind of badass. I'll take it. Um, but yeah, I'll give an explanation though. But for me, like House of a Thousand Corpses, like I thought it was entertaining, and I like if you know somebody that's not a fan of Sid Haig, have them watch that movie. They will be a fucking fan afterwards.
Is that the movie from which in which he says Tutti Frutti, the Tutti fucking Frutti, or is that a different one?
No, that's Devil's Rejects.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like he's a fucking scene stealer in both of those movies. But like just like the first one, like just that opening scene where him in the convenience store and whatnot, being held up, like it's a great fucking scene, man. Like it's just
I don't remember it honestly. I've only seen it once, and it was a long time ago.
yeah. Like the only like negative criticism I could give to it though is that it's like a feature length Rob Zombie music video, I guess.
Mm.
So I guess that's the only like negative to it. But I mean, as far as like just entertainment value and just again like the character of Captain Spaulding, like holy shit, I fucking love this guy. Like it to the point where like you put on the DVD and it's like the one of those like animated menus. Like he comes out, it's like haha, shit the bed. And starts like talking to you, and if you like just let it keep going and whatnot, he starts fucking cursing at you. I fucking love it.
That's awesome. That's cool, man.
um, but yeah, like with the Friday the 13th thing, like yeah, I probably could have gone with Nightmare on Elm Street just because of like the creativity with it. Like, oh, this guy kills you in your dreams. He can do anything to fucking kill you. It's like again, like that's cool, but like the going back to like the psychological thing of like the whole movie, you're thinking like, oh god, it's this kid Jason. He's come back from the dead, or it's just like some
You mean
like
Freddy?
no
You said Friday? Oh yeah, Friday the 13th. Sorry. I got fucked up. Jesus.
Do do do. Pay attention, Bruce.
The more you learn. Oh shit.
Jesus, man. So yeah, so it's like, oh my god, Jason's come back from the dead and whatnot, and like, spoiler alert, obviously, the movie's over fucking 30 years old, so you've had plenty of time to watch it. But you find out it's actually his mom who's pissed off at like all the camp counselors. They were fucking with each other and just not paying attention to his kid who's going swimming and he's fucking drowning, getting picked on by the other kids and whatnot. I was like, shit. Like,
makes you sympathize for the villain.
Yeah, you sympathize for the villain, and yeah,
which was pretty original, I think, back then, if I'm not mistaken. Like I can't remember too many other times where it's like you feel bad for the victim or the villain. I mean,
yeah, you really can't. But like at some point, like during horror movies, like you're rooting for the bad guy. You're just like, fuck yeah, let's see what they do now.
Yeah, well, this is something I think we were talking about last week, where it's like, the more they do it, like the more they become the hero. Where it's like, well, they're gonna keep coming back. We might as well start cheering for this guy to start just offing people. Why not? Like,
yeah,
he's clearly winning.
Yeah, and like, some of them like Jason, yeah, kind of makes sense. Like this was a kid who was deformed. He was picked on by kids. He went drowning and nobody saved him. Like that one, yeah, you can sympathize with him.
Mm-hmm.
Guy like Freddy Krueger, you're just like, shit, if you sympathize with this guy, you're fucked.
Well, yeah.
Like,
he was what, like a child molester or something?
Yeah, he was like a child molester, and like the parent, like I think he like got off on a technicality or something like that, and like all the parents in the neighborhood
burned him.
Yeah, the parents in the neighborhood like got pissed off and they fucking set his house on fire with him in it. So
yeah.
So it's like, all right, yeah, he's got the creativity, but it's just like, yeah, you're rooting for a fucking pedo here.
At the end of the day, you're still kind of Cosby, so.
Yeah. That would be a remake I probably wouldn't watch either. Like just Cosby shows up in a dream and whatnot with the fucking like knifed glove and whatnot. Let's see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chop up this pill. You're gonna snort it and you're gonna go night night. And then my dreams will come true, amongst other things.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh.
Could be worse. Could reboot the Matrix with him as what's his name? The fucking guy is like, no, would you like the red pill or would you like the blue pill?
Oh God.
Like, yeah, like either way, like
spoiler alert, both of them make you pass out.
Yeah, if you're Keanu Reeves in that version of the movie, you're just like, look, dude, I'm gone. I no. Like I can't do this. I can't. No.
Spoiler alert! It doesn't matter which pill you choose, you're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah. So I guess that does it for the top 5 horror movies. That's kind of cool.
Yes, indeed.
Kind of cool. It's kind of cool to like do that every now and then. Just kind of like, it's like I kind of learned shit about you.
Yeah, true.
Like you are one of the only people that I know that liked Halloween H2O.
You really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny. You know what I should have put on my top 5 list of horror movies is fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. That shit's scary as hell.
Oh God, you're gonna bring that up again.
You know what I should do is I should just keep bringing it back until you take it back. Or I should just keep bringing it up until you.
I'm actually kind of I'm actually kind of surprised you haven't like fired back. Just be like you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna mail him a copy of Indiana Jones and the Kid.
I'm surprised I haven't just mailed it to you at this point.
Well, that too, but I'm also surprised you haven't retaliated in the sense of like just mailed along a copy of like Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. I can copy DVDs, so what I could do is just like
he survives in a fucking fridge. What the hell kind of bullshit is this?
Who wrote this shit?
Make it sound like Al Pacino starring the damn thing.
Only.
See, I would watch that movie, like easily. Like, you're kind of breaking up, man, but like that's a movie I would watch. Like Al Pacino just inserted into anything. Yeah, he's still breaking up here. You're fucking robotic. Jesus Christ. Skype, get your shit together. Jesus Christ. Do I have to hang up with you for a sec? All right, Jesus Christ. Hang on, folks. We'll be right back.